All right, welcome back for another episode of Tuesday's Tips. I'm Jeremy Bailey, your Flying Realtor. Today is the last week, week 10 of our series of the top 10 things you should consider when you're either selling your home or buying a home. So without further ado, let's jump on over to the studio with Suzanne Caldera from Guaranteed Rate Mortgage to see what kind of tips we have for you this week. All right, thank you, Suzanne, for coming back on for our final episode of this mini-series. Today, I'm going to take care of the seller's tip, and it's really simple, although very difficult and can be very aggravating, and that's always keep your home in show condition, meaning you need to be ready to show it at a moment's notice. I know the market's a little bit nutty right now, but in a normal market, you could be showing your house 3, 5, 10 times a week, not just during an open house on a weekend. So although it's difficult because we all live in our homes, and when it's in showroom condition, you know, it's kind of looking like we don't live there, but you always need to leave your house thinking it might need to be shown today. So it needs to stay in showroom condition. And that's it. That's a wrap for the seller tips. Suzanne, what do you have for us for our last buyer's tips?
The last buyer's tip, Jeremy, is for week 10. Really think about your goals. Like, what is this house going to be? Is it going to be your forever home? Is it going to be a starter home? And with the mortgage professional that you're working with, do they have other professionals that they can align you with? Do they have a good insurance agent that's going to make certain that you have the proper coverages? Should you have an umbrella policy? Do you even know what that is? Is that important to you? Do you need a financial planner? Do you have kids? Are you planning for college? I think sometimes buyers just focus on that prize of getting into the house, that they're really not thinking like, hey, where do I want to be 5, 10, 15, or 20 years from now? So really work with a professional that can align you with other professionals to really help you with all of those goals.
I love it. That's a great tip. It's really taking it from just the buyer tip to really all encompassing, you know, the larger picture, showing everyone that, look, a house is great. A house is wonderful. It's great to own your own house, but let's take a deeper dive and look further down the road. Let's look down that timeline a few years down the road. That's excellent. I love it.
Thanks. And I can't believe we're at week 10.
Week 10, I know, it's over. You know, I feel like we should be playing Boys to Men, although we've come to the end of the road, shedding a tear a little bit, you know, crying, but, you know, we won't. We're going to keep it. We're going to stay strong. We're going to keep it together, keep those tears back. And I look forward to the next episode and maybe another series that we start next. And that's a wrap, folks.
For sure. Thanks, Jeremy.
All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tuesday's Tips, wrapping up our 10-week mini-series. Remember, I'm Jeremy Bailey, your Flying Realtor. Remember to keep your wings level, and I gotta fly.